Does the task of learning Arabic feel so overwhelming you don't even know where to start? Or maybe you have started, you're putting in the hours, but when it comes to speaking, the words just won't come out. Now, if this is you, stick with me for a few minutes, because I was once exactly where you are now. بس هلا أنا بحكي عربي كتير منيح، وأنا بحكي هي اللغة الحلوة كل يوم مع عائلتي، فخلينا نحكي عن الموضوع شوي. 16 years ago, I was lost, confused, and completely unsure of how to move forward. And honestly, it nearly stopped me before I even began. And that's why I can tell this story. Because I made every mistake you're about to hear. Mistakes that slowed me down, discouraged me, and cost me months, perhaps years, and also shaped the method I teach today. Teaching languages is all I've done for 30 years. But when I started Arabic, I was just another lost learner. And if someone had pulled me aside back then and said, "Stop, don't learn it this way," my entire journey would have been much quicker. So stay with me until the end, because by the time we finish, you'll know exactly how to avoid the 5 mistakes that almost broke my Arabic journey. Mistake number 1. Learning modern standard Arabic first, then learning a dialect. This one felt so logical at the time. Everyone on YouTube read it, and in the school I was working in said the same thing. Start with modern standard Arabic first. It's the base of all dialects. It's understood everywhere. It will make everything easier later. But here's something nobody warned me about. None of that helped me speak to real people, but I trusted that advice. I really tried. But the deeper I went into MSA, the more disconnected I felt from actual communication. I could not understand my Arabic colleagues at break times. Then came the moment that shook me. It was during my holidays in Amman, Jordan. I was lost, so I tried to ask for directions in MSA to an older Jordanian gentleman sipping on his tea at the terrace of a cafe. The atmosphere instantly shifted, hyper formal, rigid, almost theatrical. After an awkward silence that seemed like an hour, he blubbered something in Jordanian that I pretended to understand and went towards the direction his hand was pointing to. And that's when it hit me. Nobody uses MSA with their kids, their friends, or in daily life. And then another realization landed even harder. With the exceptions of Morocco and Algeria, native speakers already understand each other's dialects. Series and films circulate everywhere. The dialects themselves bridge communication, not MSA. Meanwhile, I was stuck decoding Keifa Aluka while people around me were simply saying Kifak. The gap was huge, and I felt it. Then I learned the FSI number, 2,200 hours to reach professional MSA proficiency. That's 2 to 5 years before you even touch the dialects that people actually use. That was the moment I realized I was climbing the wrong mountain. By the way, if you are finding value in this content, smash the like button for me. It will help this video get more views. Let's move to the next mistake because it pushed me even further off track. Mistake number 2, learning the Arabic letters first. When I started Arabic, learning the Arabic script felt like the noble, serious thing to do, the proper gateway into the language. But looking back, this is the moment my whole learning path started drifting. Everyone insisted the alphabet only takes 2 weeks. But I struggled for months decoding and confusing symbols that look so similar. It was demoralizing. And there was deeper issues I hadn't realized. I was getting zero communicative payoff. Then came the thought that finally stopped me in my tracks. Toddlers speak long before they learn to read. Why was I doing the opposite? I should use the letters I know to picture the words. And then came the critics of romanization. Transliteration is inconsistent. You need script to understand roots. But roots weren't helping me say I want or where are you or what is this. I needed usable spoken language, not theoretical patterns. If I had delayed the script until later, once speaking became natural, I would have saved myself months of frustration. Let's move to mistake number 3, because this is where things really started to unravel. Mistake number 3, using oral method only. After my MSA and learning letters failures, I decided to learn a dialect, the Levantine dialect, spoken in Jordan, Palestine, Syria, and Lebanon. Spoken across 4 countries, it seemed like the only pan-Arabic dialect. The decision made sense. I started with Pimsleur, and truly, it's a fantastic method. But soon enough, frustrations came back. I was repeating lessons endlessly, producing phrases without knowing why they worked, and feeling trapped inside a loop of half-understood sentences. I couldn't see how the verb worked. I couldn't visualize the structures. I couldn't build a mental representation of how the language functioned. And then I finally turned to grammar books for clarification. But every single one was about MSN, not Levantine. Nothing matched what I was hearing. I felt stuck between two worlds: an oral method that didn't give me structure and grammar books that didn't match the spoken language. Something had to change. And that brings me to mistake number 4, the trap I fell into without even noticing. Mistake number 4, learning too many words instead of the right words. When you ask an Arab native, how do you say this? They will sure enough come back to you with 3 to 5 alternatives. Due to its ancient history and vast geographical stretch, Arabic has lots, I mean lots of synonyms, alternative words for the same thing. I had notebooks full of vocabulary, pages and pages, lists everywhere. But when I tried to speak, I froze. I was in cognitive overload. This mistake cost me months, and I didn't see it coming. Because a lot of the words I had written down were too precise, formal, or simply not used in everyday conversations. I was busy learning safina, marqib, qarib, which all convey the idea of boat with some nuances. But at the start, all I needed was one word to express the idea. It was like preparing for a marathon by practicing handstands. The moment I shifted to sticking to high frequency vocabulary, the skies opened up because suddenly I could make quick choices and express myself. Suddenly, I wasn't stuck. And that leads me to the final mistake, the one that kept me silent for months. Mistake number 5, not activating the language early enough. I was studying Arabic, but I wasn't using Arabic. I watched the videos, I took notes, I copied grammar charts. I was building an extensive array of passive vocabulary. I could understand speakers, but I still couldn't speak. Words were just not coming out. And then I had an epiphany. I was visiting my brother-in-law, whose daughter Julie is 3. We were 3 at the time. I was observing her play and was amazed how she was talking to herself and narrating a story she was making up with her dolls. The moment of truth came. Little Julie was activating the passive vocabulary that she had learned through stories her mum had read to her. Speaking Arabic is a muscle skill. I had never exercised that muscle. I immediately forced myself to speak out loud to myself, just like Julie had, even badly, even clumsily, and something shifted. أنا ما بدي ماي بدي بيرة. شو عم تعمل مايك؟ لقيت السيارة هلا. I also started making up little stories to myself, shaving in front of the mirror, in the car on my journey to work, using all the words I knew and activating them. I started rewiring my brain. And for the first time, I felt like I was actually progressing in speaking Arabic. I was able to get words and sentences out in front of native speakers as a consequence. Conclusion, the turning point. These were the 5 mistakes that almost ruined my Arabic journey. But there were also the 5 moments that changed everything once I corrected them. And if you're learning Arabic now, I want you to have the shortcut I never had. And this is why I built storyinteractors.com. On my platform, you'll find a 3-stage course, interactive stories, video ebooks, a high-frequency verb dictionary, and verb drills, the exact tool I wish I had from the start. Trust me, this platform will save you months, if not years. Make sure you download the free lesson we prepared for you following the link in the description. And if this video gave you clarity, give us a like and make sure you're subscribed. Because in the next video, here, I'm going to show you how easy and fun it is to start speaking Arabic, even if you've never learned a single word before. Let's continue this journey together. Yalla.